Here we go. We got to think about the nose again. Draymond Green, ejected yesterday, lost to the Suns. And I was trying to tabulate, Goo, how many shows have we done where Draymond gets ejected the night before?
All right.
So we'll spend today talking about what he did, and then we'll talk about how many games he may or may not be suspended. And then Thursday, we talk about how it's going to be hard for them to get continuity without Draymond for the next 5 to 7 games. And meanwhile, now you're going to be 30 to 35 games into the season, and we're not really making any progress.
Yeah. Partner, good morning.
Yeah.
I hate this is what we got to tackle, but it's real life, and I'm going to say this. Still got no voice from my Kerr rant yesterday, Steiny. I'm over Draymond Green. I truly am. And yesterday signaled to me what I feel bad about in the pit of my stomach right now, and I'm going to share it with you all. I feel bad for the Warrior players. I feel bad for the logo. I feel bad for Joe Lacob, because this is a team during this run that's had 4 parades, that's played the prettiest brand of basketball you've ever seen. And now, anytime that we talk about the Warriors, dating back to last year, it's about drama. It's about a man that can't control his emotions. And when I rank everything, and I know Evan, producer E-Dog, disagreed with me. He thought the chokehold on Gobert was worse than last night. I thought last night was worse than the chokehold, because I could say Dre was coming to defend his teammate. To think I'm 5 years old, Draymond Green, to make it seem like you didn't know where you were, the old spin around whoopsie-doo, catch you in the jaw. And the worst part is he left his team hanging in a game I believe they could have won had he played. Now, you've been suspended 5 games after the 1 game, and there's no way you don't get 10 games because you got a track record. First Take led with this. Barkley was on Dan Patrick. I mean, how can this team get any continuity, Steiny, when this guy, one, is not available? And the worst part is what I was looking for last night as I watched all the post-game fallout. Who's going to stand up and say and call him out? And again, that didn't happen, and it hurts me as a Warrior fan.
You said you feel sorry for the players.
Oh, I do.
Who? Why?
Curry. I feel sorry for Kerr.
Who's the logo, too, by the way?
The Golden State, with the logo on not Jerry West, the logo. Just the Warrior brand in general. Because now
they've brought it on themselves.
No, one guy is doing this. It's one thing to lose and maybe has some slippage and just get outbeat. But now this is bad juju, Steiny. This is bad optics.
Well, it's been this way
dude's
for a while.
knocking, dude. This is like worse than Lambeer. Like, come on, Draymond.
It's not even close to Lambeer. I mean,
we just talked about this 3 weeks ago, and he said he apologized to his teammates. And we got to hear him up there in front of the mic last night talk like he didn't know it was inadvertent. The gist is up, man. I like, seriously, I don't know. They're going to be without him probably for 10 more games. It's embarrassing. And he doesn't care how he's leaving the rest of the team. That's what hurts most.
Yeah, he does. He can't. I think he does care. I think he just can't control himself. I really do.
You believe that?
Do I believe that Draymond Green cannot control himself at times? Who would disagree with me saying Draymond can't control himself at times? It's beyond his control. He needs help. It's so funny. My daughter came back from college yesterday. She's kind of a sports fan. And
she heard this.
Yeah, and she's like, this guy's got, he's got problems. He's got a problem. Can't control himself.
I'm going to throw you to Mike, Steiny.
He can't control himself.
I got a new caveat in all this.
And here we
Do you
go
think
again.
there's some slippage in his play?
Yes.
Of course there is. Some of this is out of frustration.
Of course there is. You know,
taking the ball out of the basket more often than not. Just not him just getting beat, the team getting beat.
But he's not the first player to get old.
Talk to me, man.
There's nothing to say. I'm not.
Well, they got a problem because
Guru, I'm not acting as though we have a new problem here.
But I thought the Jordan Poole fiasco could.
Well,
but this is worse now because now this is like slices of it. The national media in the basketball world is honed in on Golden State, not their 10-13 record, but because Draymond hit another dude in the face by accident. And then how's that going to leave the team? Okay, guys got to step up, but it's not reality because when he comes back, then you got to implement him back in. Like, it's so tiring, man.
But I've been saying it's tiring for years. Why is it tired? Why is it more tiring now?
I guess because you hope that he figures it out.
But like now that makes you want to just laugh at you.
Or hit me?
No, not hit you. Because that doesn't make me mad. It's
well, what do you do?
It's too late. You signed the guy. You know what?
Now, after the 15th, you could do some stuff.
Let me tell you something. The people are going to be knocking down the Warrior doors for stuff.
But the fans, they're tired of it. If you looked at anything last night, and even on the TV stunt.
You think? I bet we get a lot of calls saying, Draymond's Draymond. Got to live with it. Wow. I guess what bothers me most is the idea that
talk to me.
You guys, some of you guys, let Draymond convince you that Jordan Poole was the problem and Jordan Poole is gone.
Damn.
And I'm going to give Evan credit for this, and I don't know if he wants me to give him credit for this because there's going to be a lot of back to the punch.
Uh-oh.
But he's right. The punch matters. And it still matters because the punch, Evan said, fractured the whole organization.
Wow.
And I do think it pitted the young players against the older players. And it still has a residual effect. They're 10-13. He's been suspended. He's missed, let's see. Try to figure it out. He's been suspended.
One game.
He's been ejected for 3.
All right.
Ejected for 3. So 3 games he can't even finish.
Wow.
5 he gets suspended for. That's 8. He missed another 2 for personal reasons. That's 10. And guess what? He gonna miss another 5 to 6. So I'm telling you, it's not quite the same. And I don't say this lightly. But Draymond, what's going on with Draymond Green right now, to me, reminds me so much of 15 years ago when Stephen Jackson got a contract extension from Bobby Rowell while Chris Mullin was sidelined. And Bobby Rowell signed Stephen Jackson to a 4-year suspension.
A deal, you mean?
And you know what? Stephen Jackson got the deal and said, I want out. I want out. He said he wanted out of his contract right after he signed it.
You're not insinuating Dre?
I'm insinuating that Dre doesn't. Yes. I'm insinuating that this smells like Stephen Jackson. That's what it smells like.
Wow.
This guy's got 4 more years under contract. And here's the other thing.
Go ahead.
It's only one of the issues.
That's what I was good. Like, you got a basketball issue at the core. I don't know if you noticed last night, partner. Wiggins, Looney, and Klay were on the bench to end the game.
That's what you all wanted.
Are you going to lose them? I don't know. I'm the Curry finally.
If you have nothing, you can't lose anything. Klay stinks. Wiggins stinks. Why? What is risk losing them? What does that even mean?
Mentally.
Hey, they're already mentally fried. What are you gonna do something to Klay and Wiggins where they're gonna be worse? Please.
Well,
what if we lose Klay? He's long gone anyway right now.
And I was listening to Spadoni and Infashevsky did a great job, and Bonte on the roast. They had Slater, and Shams is reporting Klay turned down a 2-year contract offer from the Golden State Warriors. Steiny,
according to Shams Charania, the Warriors offered Klay Thompson a 2-year, $48 million extension. So what that would have meant is Klay would have signed that before the season. He would have been paid $43 million this year, which is what he was owed. Then he would get 24 after that and 24 after that. So if you did the...
Yeah, we got to say this,
go ahead.
Yeah, my bad.
Thank you. My bad.
Thanks, E.
And Klay Thompson, 2 of 10 last night, 1 of 8 from 3. I think we all believe he deserves an opportunity just to see this through, and he should have limitless, opportunity to try to figure it out, get out of this rut. But his future has been in question. We talked about on the eve of the season. They're not close on a contract extension when they were discussing one before the start of the season. I'm told that the Warriors offered a deal, 2 years in the range of $48 million in an extension to Klay Thompson before the season, and now there's no deal. We're into the season. He's going to play it out. They're going to play it out. And we saw last night, Jonathan Kuminga played a lot. Brandon Podziemski played a lot.
Oh, sure.
Could we see?
Why not?
Could this be, as much as we all want to see the Warriors and their vets get a chance to ride this out to the sunset?
Absolutely.
We're seeing 2 young players start to play more, and I think it's interesting.
So what I find interesting is, we never heard any numbers this summer about Klay, but you know what was thrown out there? 3 for 90. Remember 3 for 90? Would you take 3 for 90? Well, I thought that number would be meant he plays this year for 43. Then he gets 30, 30, 30 over the next 3, and that would line him up with Curry and Draymond. But I find it interesting that Klay's making 42 this year. Then next year, he turned down 24 and then 24. If you add up those 3 numbers, comes out to 90. So what I'm getting at is maybe this 3 for 90 number was really 42 this year, 24 next, 24 the year after that. And I'll tell you what, I would have said no to that too if I'm Klay Thompson. And I'm coming off leading the league in 3-point shots, 3-point makes.
And now Shams also said that deal is off. It sounds like it's off the table.
Would if you're the Warriors right now, would you sign Klay for $24 million for the next 2 years after this year?
If you're Klay Thompson, do you want to know what that offer is going to be right now? It ain't going to be 2 for 48.
Man,
I wonder.
Feels like he's losing money every game.
I know.
Unless another team wanted to get him in uniform.
The agendas of last year, there are no fewer agendas right now with this team this year than last year. Jordan Poole's gone, and the problems have not subsided one iota. That's really
Dre's
what
out of control.
Well, okay, right.
And still getting the pass. Nobody will call him out. Like, I just, as a consumer and a fan, and you see a guy go to Instagram like Draymond did and say, you guys don't know who I am, I'm not going to change. He talks about the apologies across to the whole team, the coaches. Like, Steiny, I'm telling you, lie to me as a fan. And, hey, Curry, you know what? Go call me out. Just say you did, and it'll look better. Like, give me some of that. This dude just can't ride roughshod like he's doing.
Stop, like,
he's above the law.
I guess
Shout out to the rap group and from Pomona. He's above the law.
Well, you just said he can't run roughshod like he's been. I wish somebody else were saying that so people wouldn't think I'm responding to you. Yeah. But you can't allow Draymond to run. What does that mean? He has for 12 or 13 years. They've given him encouragement, essentially, by not dealing with this. Like, I'm not incredulous anymore. I'm saddened.
It's a bad look for the organization, man.
Well, okay.
Just his action.
It's their organization.
No doubt, right.
And somebody had said this, and it's bad optics. It's their optics. Yeah. Nobody's creating these optics for the Warriors. It's their optics. What were the optics last night? Draymond punched the guy in the face accidentally, but he's going to get hit. What were the optics last night? Klay Thompson apparently doing a little pouting and upset.
Slater,
what were the optics last night, according to Anthony Slater? Curry got frustrated. Somebody said he punched the chair. Kicked the chair after Klay took one of his numerous bad shots. What are the optics? Andrew Wiggins doesn't care. That's an optic that he's responsible for. The optics, too, are telling me that Steve Kerr's not sure what's going on.